I definitely did not just rummage through my drawers, my cupboards, and literally turn them upside down just to find this jumper for this specific video. Definitely not. So, hello lovely people, and I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. It is June, if you're watching this in June, but I am currently in June, the 3rd of June. And June is not only Pride Month, but it is also Scoliosis Awareness Month. And I am wearing a very fitting jumper that says, I've had spine fusion, now I'm all screwed up. Not that kind of screwed up. That can be easily misconstrued. My gran didn't get the joke. She thought it was that kind of screwed up. And told me that my jumper was inappropriate. Yeah. It's not that kind of screwed up, it's... yeah. So I'm going to quickly talk to you guys about what scoliosis is, and then I'll get on to 5 facts, because... education! Woo! Awareness! Fun! Let's go! But scoliosis is basically where your spine is curved or bent. Everybody's spine is a little bit curved, but scoliosis is a curvature of over 10 degrees. So, yeah. That's what scoliosis is. It's from the Greek word. I'll put the Greek word somewhere up on the screen if you understand Greek. Which actually means bent or curved. Fun fact, and it's not even in the facts. So, fact number 1 is that it is not caused by heavy bags or bad posture. Which a lot of people, especially parents, they go, oh, you just need to sit up straight. My mother was very much like that. Yeah, when my sister was the person who first noticed my wonky spine, and my mother just went, oh no, she just needs to sit up straight. No, I don't. My spine is actually bent, and it is not caused by little first year me who didn't want to use their locker and carried all of their textbooks to and from school, even when they didn't have those lessons that day. Yeah, it's not caused by that. Bad posture is more of a result of scoliosis, and then heavy bags is, again, one of those things. Granted, those two things may not help with scoliosis, but they certainly don't cause it. Fact number 2 is it is most common in adolescent females. And I read somewhere in the Scoliosis Association or organisation, or I don't know, I'll link it below, that female adolescents are up to 10 times more likely to have scoliosis than male adolescents. It is most common in adolescent, but particularly female adolescents. I don't know why, but it is. That is the way it is. I only know females with scoliosis. I know of males with scoliosis, but I've never met any of them. Mainly because one of them is famous and one of them is dead. Then the other one is just a boy that I heard of when I was in hospital. he was in a different bay to me, so I never met this child. Fact number 3, following on from the previous fact about famous males, is King Richard III had scoliosis. Woo! Despite the horrible history song that says that he didn't have a hump and his arm was alright. He did have a hump, technically. I don't know, would you count as... I don't know. He probably had a rib hump, which is a very common sign of scoliosis. But his bones that were dug up in a car park suggest that he only had mild scoliosis, which means that he would probably be able to hide it with the right clothing, which some people can do, some people can't. So, yes, King Richard III, who is the king who fought the Wars of the Roses with Henry VII. And he was a Plantagenet? I'm doing tutors for A-level history, and I've nailed it. number 4. Don't ask me why I keep putting my hands in front of my face like this, but I do. Fact number 4 is that scoliosis cannot be cured, mainly because it is not a disease and does not need to be cured. However, there are treatments for it, such as a back brace, which is basically a plastic casing, if you know what I mean. So it's just I'll put a picture up of it somewhere, and it's used very common. It's used very often in adolescents and teenagers, and it doesn't reduce the curve, although mine it did, weirdly. But it's just supposed to stop the the rapid increase of the curvature, and it buys you more time, basically. Another very common and very effective form of treatment for severe scoliosis is spinal fusion, and I've had spinal fusion, hence why I'm wearing my jumper. Woo! Voice break. It's from Redbubble, if you're interested. If there are any scoliosis people out there, it's from Redbubble. So I will link it below if you are interested, if I can find it. So yes, it cannot be cured, but it's spinal fusion. I've had 2 surgeries. I've had a 2-stage spinal fusion. Again, I will link that below in like a Wikipedia page or whatever I can find. So the final fact is one that I find personally the most interesting, because scoliosis is also very common in animals. It's been spotted, well, I say spotted, it's been diagnosed in animals like dogs, cats, horses and fish. But the interesting thing is that it has not, as far as I know, from the website that I looked at, it has not been seen in gorillas or apes. And I find that particularly interesting because we are more genetically similar to gorillas and apes than we are to, say, a fish. How an animal who is not very genetically similar to us has the same condition as us than an animal who is. So that is everything. I hope you found that video informative. If you have any questions about scoliosis or just anything in general, put them in the comments below. I will answer them, hopefully. If I know the answer, then I will. If I don't, then I won't. But I shall see you guys in my next video, which I should be talking about Pride, because Pride Month. Anyway, I shall see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!